Roll smooth with a bang.
What up, bitches? Welcome back
to Vino and Sex,
the podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are at episode 10 of Vino and Sex, season 2. We have a special guest today. We have Dayzie.
Hey,
Dayzie, welcome.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Before we ask her some questions and get going with our segments, we're going to start by popping our champagne of the week.
Popping bottles.
And yes, tonight we have Cur Royales. So basically, Cur Royale, bartender, explain.
Well, it really is with creme de cassis, but this one, Chambord, you could do either or. This one, I think it has a little bit more flavor. It's sweeter, so we're doing Chambord.
She's fancy.
So it's Chambord with champagne.
Oh, yep, with champagne. Sorry.
And then
Champ on
lemon zest. To go
Ingrid,
with it.
these are so cute.
So excited.
Look at her little zesties.
Homemade girls, so pretty.
All right. So I'm just, because it's so much, I'm just going to pour a little bit, and then you guys just pour
follow?
yourself.
Okay, awesome.
It's so pretty, the
We
color.
we don't have our little silhouette glasses today because we're missing one. I broke one.
At the end of each episode, she breaks a fucking glass.
Actually, it wasn't after. I was washing them.
Oh, okay.
It's for good luck.
But we're gonna get another one so we can have our girls back. But in the meantime, while we're pouring,
This feels like sacred. I'm like, here you go. Pass it along.
I've never had this one
the
before.
blood of Jesus.
There we go.
Dear Father,
It's a
please
big
don't let me get
buzzball.
fucked up today.
While we're still serving, tell us, Dayzie, about yourself, where we can find you, what you're up to, etc.
Yeah, so I'm Dayzie, and my Instagram is Dayzie Dream. You can also find me on Spotify and Apple Music at Dayzie Dream. I recently moved here from Phoenix and New York City to Phoenix, here to Vegas. So I've been new here for about like 2 years now, fresh on the scene. I'm kind of hosting some low-key local spots right now, so
Cool.
All right.
We'll
Like
talk
what
more about that
hosting?
later.
Like what kind of? Oh, okay. We'll talk.
Yeah,
about
we'll
it
talk.
later.
We'll talk about
No,
that
wait,
later.
good. Let's pop this shit.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Get it?
Ooh, this one's a little.
Do you guys
hard.
open one at a time so it's like get flat with
yes.
lice?
Yeah.
Yay, that's what she said.
I feel like
just
I
like
didn't
pouring bottles.
pour
Like
enough.
I know.
You don't need to. It's all on your whatever you like.
Okay, that's enough, Linda. Calm the fuck down.
Cheers, mate.
All right. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Cheers.
to new friends and vino and sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to Dayzie.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I had looked up what Cur Royale, why it was called a Cur Royale, and apparently it was some priest named Canon Felix Cur,
What?
who was a hero in the French resistance during the Second World War. And blah 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 whatever. But yeah,
Was this his drink?
Blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
whatever.
that's they named it after him.
Bartender.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, fun fact.
Fun fact for everybody. All right.
Nice.
So before we start with our first segment, let's catch up with the BBL. How are we doing?
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad to be sitting.
Matched.
Are you able to twerk yet?
No, I tried. I looked in the mirror. It doesn't
Does the juggle enough?
it's not corresponding. Like it's more of a mental thing. So I had to like tell it to move.
It's just a tap.
Move.
So
Yeah, because I'm like
you're not
looking
seeing
in
waves yet. You're not seeing waves.
Yeah, it's not connecting. I have to call my doctor to see why it's not working.
Do you like flex them like your butt muscles
Yes.
too?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, so I can flex individually each cheek, but
And does that move
It's-
them or no?
it's not
Not enough.
working. I go to the gym, I do squats, I do all kinds of shit, but it's not.
She's working hard.
I see my doctor next week. We'll talk
Okay.
about it.
We'll talk about it next time. We'll see what happens.
Oh.
So our first segment our first topic is going to be stories about dealing with cops. I'm sure a lot of people out there have dealt with cops some way or another. But we're going to talk about the other side of dealing with the cop, meaning, have you ever had to pull your boobs out to get out of a ticket or do anything, or a cop trying to flirt with you? Any stories?
Go ahead, Ingrid.
I will start with mine.
Ingrid about to pop off.
I will start with mine.
This is one of her stories.
Topic.
I mean, I've had a few,
Yeah.
but this one always gets me because I was like, what the hell?
She's had a few.
Okay, so I was maybe like 23, 24 at this time. And I just bought a new car. And so, when you get a new car, they give you like the written license plate.
The paper
Back
plates.
then, they would write it in marker.
Oh, shit.
They would
Oh,
write
shit.
it
No, I
instead
don't
of
know.
printing it for you. They would write it. So, they wrote the expiration date on it, and I had it in the, on my plate in the back, whatever. So I supposedly, people were like scamming, and they were like making fake ones.
Yeah.
So
they still do.
Yeah. So I was on my way actually to JP and Giancarlo's house because they were having a party there, and I had just picked up some friends of mine so we can all go there. Naomi and her girl at that time. Naomi, that white girl, remember?
Oh, I don't know the white girl, but yeah. I know Naomi.
Okay, so I picked them up, and we're driving literally around the corner from their house. I get stopped, pulled over.
I feel like
So-
it always happens like right around the corner.
Always.
Seriously.
I was almost there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, and they're like, they stopped me, and they're like, "Oh, do you know why you got stopped?" I'm like, "No, because I was driving safe." And he's like, "Oh well, you have a license plate. You have those fake license plates or whatever, and we're checking to make sure because people are scamming or whatever." And I'm like, "I just bought the car like literally like a week ago." So they went back, they checked, and he comes back and he's like, "Do you know you have warrants?" And I'm like, "No." He's like,
Ingrid.
"Yeah."
This bitch.
But I never pay my fucking ticket, so whatever. So I was like,
Savage.
I didn't know. I was like, "No, I don't know." And he's like, "Okay."
Do I have to stop?
I immediately thought I was gonna go to jail because he's like, "I need you to step out of the vehicle," and I was like, "Fuck, I'm going to jail." So I had already told my friends before, like when he was already checking my shit, I told my friends, I'm like, "Bitches, I have a fucking warrant. I might go to jail, so just drive my car back to JP's, and then just fucking JP and Giancarlo will figure it out. Like, don't worry."
They know what to do.
Yeah.
After the party.
Yeah. And they were like, all right. So I get out of the vehicle. He doesn't put the handcuffs on me. He just makes me walk towards the car with him. And I stand
come
next
over
to
here.
him. Yeah. So I stand next to him, and he's like, "Look," he's like, "I think you're really pretty. How about you give me your number and go on a date with me, and I'll let you go." And I was like,
Say
I
less.
was
Just for a
shook.
phone number?
Yeah, I was shook because I was like, he's making it so easy on me.
Say less.
So of course I'm gonna give you my number. What the fuck? I can make up any number and say here. So sure enough, I made up a number. I gave it to him. He's like, "All right, well, have a nice night."
Bitch, you lied to a
I'm
cop.
surprised he didn't try to like call you right then and there.
I was scared.
Like, are you sure you're not lying? Let's say.
I was scared. I thought he would, but
Ingrid,
he
is that
didn't.
you?
Hello? He didn't. So that's what I did, and I freaking laughed. But ever since now, I'm like, imagine if I actually did give him my number, what would have, like, what if he was a psycho fucking, because there's like, I don't know if you watch like
too many
TV like I
movies.
do, but there's like these psycho fucking cops that are like, they're like one person.
Or you would have
They're
had the best
abusive at
person in your
home.
pocket
Yeah.
for your whole life.
Yeah.
Or you would have had somebody who has your back forever. You never
Maybe.
know. It could have went both
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
You know, like you're in trouble.
never
Guess
know,
you're
but
gonna
I
call
always
my
think
cop friend.
I
You're always
think
gonna
about
think
the-
the worst.
Yeah.
That way, if it's better,
I'm not gonna
then
be like, oh, it could have been like the
Yeah.
romance
Yeah,
of my life.
On this episode of
men
Law
are
and
kinda
Order.
creepy. So I mean,
Law and
I was
Order.
just trying to be like.
You guys hear that in Law and Order?
I'm always trying to like. I feel like like when I go out, like a lot of my friends are security to the places that I go. I'm like, who's gonna kick me out? Nobody, because security is my friends. Like I'm fucked up. Who's gonna kick me out? None of them. They're like, well, that's Dayzie. Like she good. She
Yeah.
good. She alright. I'm all fucking falling all over the place. It's so bad.
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna know it.
I'm not going anywhere
Bitches.
with you.
You leave.
Yeah.
I'm not drunk. You
Yeah.
are.
Seriously, get out of here.
Anybody
Okay.
else?
Well, do you have a story like similar like that?
No, I wish I did. I feel like I've only been like in trouble with like police a few times. I mean, we're all guilty of doing like crimes, but luckily haven't been caught. But no.
You don't have to say it out, okay? Be careful. Be careful.
But like honestly, no, like seriously, I've been like pulled over once for like speeding. It was like New Year's Eve on my way to work, and he's like, you know how fast you're going. I'm like, I knew I was speeding. I'm like on my way to work. I'm like, I'm the one opening. I'm stressed out. He's like, what time do you have to be there? Mind you, I'm like 2 minutes away now at this point. Whatever I told him was probably like 20 minutes from now. And he's like, you realize you're down the block, right? I'm like, I must have made up all that time with speeding. I got out of the ticket though.
Oh my God.
Thank God for my humor. Like honestly, like no, I'd be so scared because you just never know. Like, are they trying to like trick you? Like you were saying, like are they trying to trick you? Because you can get way more trouble for just trying to like
lie to them.
Yeah, not even lie to them or like try to come on to them if they want to flip it on you, even if they started it. And then all of a sudden it's like, are you flirting with me? Are you trying to get out of this? Imagine. And then now it's on you that you're just trying to like use your body to get out of whatever trouble you were in.
Oh my God!
You know what? Just arrest me.
You know what this reminds me of? A video. Me, I'm always the videos, the memes, and all that shit. There was the audio. You can see like a video of whatever, but you can't see the girl, and it's the audio of the cop. He's trying to give the girl a ticket or something, and then she was like, I thought cops didn't give ugly girls or pretty girls tickets," and he goes, "You're right, ma'am. Here's your ticket."
I guess you're not.
Hey, that's fucked up.
Oh my God, dude!
Now her day's ruined.
And
her life is
He
ruined.
got her fucked up.
Or maybe she was pretty, but he was like, "Fuck you, bitch." Here,
Right.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel
honestly,
you
best
really
advice
are.
if you get in trouble with the law, just stay humble and be
Yeah.
funny and kind. Like that's the best. Just be cooperative.
If you're
Always
pretty,
be
he's
cooperative.
gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, so if
So
you're
just shut the
pretty,
fuck
just
up.
like make some jokes, not related to like what's happening. Ask him how their
Have you ever gotten out of a ticket? It doesn't have to be sexual.
It's not sexual.
Yeah.
It's actually very inappropriate. Anyways, I got pulled
Not
over.
sexual, but inappropriate.
like all of our minds wandered like this. What's worse than sexual?
I want to know.
I'm just saying, like, there's been times where, I'd be speeding. I ain't gonna lie. I'm always late.
I'd be speeding.
I'm late. I'm the late one of the crew. Ask them. I'm the last bitch.
You were the last one here.
Everywhere. And so I have to speed. Why? Because I'm late. I mean, it's not.
Even if I'm on time, I'm late.
Yeah. And then, so I was like 1 block from my house, maybe 2 blocks. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I lived in Minnesota at the time. It was very icy and I slid a little bit. I was like, whoo, better calm down. And then he goes, you're going a little fast there. I was like, I'm so sorry. I have to pee so bad.
That's always my thought.
I'm actually pregnant, and you know how pregnant people have to pee. Bitch, I was 4 days pregnant. I was like, if you want, officer, I'll show you my prenatal pills. Bitch, I really have my prenatal pills in the car.
Just in case.
I just picked it up.
She said she's only 4 days.
Keep prenatals in the car.
She said she has her old ass ultrasound picture. Just in case.
She's like, "That's my baby right here.
There's my baby right here."
No, bitch, I grabbed my CVS Walgreens bag, and I was like, look, and it really said my name and everything. He's like, wow, this bitch is pregnant. Because I was only like something days old. And no, I was like a month. Whatever, it don't matter. I just found out I was pregnant, and that saved me. And I told him I had to pee really, really bad. But really, I didn't have to do shit. I was just speeding like a motherfucker.
That's literally though always my thoughts when I'm speeding. I'm like, if I get pulled over right now, like what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Like, I gotta shit. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. What are you gonna say?
I got the bubbles.
I think everyone uses that so
I pissed my pants. I don't know.
But a lot of people use that now that they're like, no, we don't give a fuck. You can shit yourself now.
Oh,
because a lot of people I know say that. Oh, just say you shit. Like everyone wants to say that.
Mm.
They'll probably be like, I would shit myself too if I got pulled over.
For real. How about you? Did you ever?
Dude, I have a couple too, but so one of them was I got out of it. I was coming out of an exit from one of the casinos. I had literally just went there for like a drink or two to meet up with a coworker, and then I left. And then that cop was like, you know where Tuscany the casino is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm exiting right there. For those of you guys that don't know, Flamingo, and then that cop was like on the red light.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was on my dad's car, and he hadn't registered it yet. He only had the permit to move it,
the
right?
moving permit.
Yeah. And so I don't even remember why I didn't have my car that time. Whatever. Oh no, he was in Cali, I think. And so whatever. Anyways,
Use my car, baby. Go ahead.
So what is that? And I wasn't even drunk or anything. So when he pulled me over, I was calm, whatever. And he was just like, oh, license, registration, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah. And then he comes back, and then he was like, hey, do you know that it was something like that? Like, not that I had a warrant. I had that my license was suspended.
Oh shit!
And I was like, no. I was like, why? What the hell happened? But I really didn't know.
What?
Yeah. No, I didn't. They made a mistake. The DMV made a mistake.
Ingrid knew.
Yeah. So I was really like legit surprised, and I was like, no, you're tripping, bitch. Like, But yeah, and so he's like, okay, I'm just gonna check if you have anything else, whatever. So next thing you know, he comes back. And he was explaining to me, okay, look, go take care of this. He was already going to let me go. It felt like it, at least. And then there was this guy who fucking came out of nowhere, fucking just boom, and took the fucking red light. He was like, have a good night. He fucking ran off.
Oh, thank
and
God
fucking
for that
got
guy.
into his car, just boom. I was just like,
He got bigger problems.
I always wish that happened to me, like some shit, like
Yeah.
happened, like right, and then they go say, how it happens, like
Saved by the Bell type.
because if your license is suspended, you can't be driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
They want to
ooh,
take
like,
you, and then they want to take your car.
Yeah.
For
So I was
sure.
like,
and that shit's expensive.
I don't know.
Or if the car's not registered, they be towing that shit.
Well, we're gonna move on to our next segment, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back
That was one hell of a break.
on segment
Spicy
2.
break.
This next segment is about interracial relationships, couples, etc. So all of us here, I think we date outside of our race.
Yes.
I will say, because we're not dating like our own kind.
Whatever that means.
I mean, I have dated.
You gotta speak for yourself.
I have dated Latinos, Hispanic men, but like I've come to realize, like for me, they're either fake liars, cheaters, and they're
Damn.
and they're like too like not too much. They're just like
Not enough.
cheesy. To me, they're cheesy. That's just
like the romance version of them are cheesy, or
no,
like
they're just like not the romance.
like
It's like
overrated cheesy.
Okay, I would say part romance. It's like they try to like get you, like they're just too much. Like they're like, oh my god, like they try to be super romantic, and it's like, oh, like you're not gonna be like
Too much,
this.
too fake.
Yeah, you're not
Too
gonna
much
be
feel
like
fake.
this when we're like 6 months down the road or a year down. You're not gonna be this guy that you're trying to show to me right now. Just be like yourself. And I feel like every Hispanic guy that I like talk to, they all try to do that. They try to like be too much.
Because
Like
he
love
knows.
bombing?
Yeah,
Because he
cheesy.
knows you're Latina. In the future, you're gonna be his future toxic.
He's like, well, I'm
Toxica.
toxica, you're toxica. Let's
So he gotta
get
butter
together.
you up before you fucking beat the shit out of him in public, bitch.
I don't like that.
They like that though. You don't like that. They like that.
Don't say it's not true, Ingrid. Don't say you
I
never
think-
did it.
I think every
She's like,
guy,
I don't like that.
I think-
Causes her own drama in her
I
own
think
life.
every guy likes a little bit of toxic or a little bit of like the fuck, motherfucker.
Bitches.
I think so.
Yeah.
They do.
Nobody
It
wants a
No,
girl who just-
it depends of the levels. There's
Yeah,
levels to
yeah,
this shit. So
yeah.
if you're like
It's
super
like your
fucking-
poison.
Sorry, it's like when guys are like, "Oh my god, you're so feisty. I love it about you." They're not. But then later on, when I'm feisty with your ass, you're like, "What the
They're
fuck?"
like, oh, you're crazy. Like, shut the fuck up. You liked it then.
Toxica.
But my type is white guys. I like dating white boys. Obviously, you see my fiance over there.
Dang.
Not that way.
But he's
But
mixed.
he's not that white. He's not a white
kinda
boy.
mixed.
It's not even what I
But he's
consider a
he's
white
half
boy.
Boricua.
Well, he's Puerto Rican.
He
but
looks like he's from the
mainly
hood.
white.
Like,
But
you
he's
know?
But he's
he's
a thug.
white.
He's a thug white.
Okay, not from the hood. I don't mean it like that, but like he looks like obviously he's got some like
Some
demeanor.
flavor?
Yeah,
He got some flavor.
He's not this like he's not angry. Let me do your taxes.
He's
Like,
a
yeah,
Meatloaf.
He's not
Meatloaf.
Ken. He's not Ken White.
Shout out, Ken.
And it's so I'm a go.
Yeah, he's not like super white. I would say
He's not accountant white.
Yeah, I can't.
He's like Paul Wall white.
Yep.
Yeah,
That is
Yeah,
accurate.
I
that
love
one.
Paul Wall.
Yeah.
See?
yeah. I could not be dating a like super like prissy white boy. No, not like that.
They
But
couldn't
you know
handle
what
you.
though? They be treating you good though. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I might. I don't know.
She's like,
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
try
I
it.
can't even do
I'm not gonna jump the gun here. So.
Anyways, but Madison's married to a
Puerto
Italian,
Puerto Rican Italian.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
And then you're
Yeah.
with
whatever you want to call
and
it.
you're Asian, and you're with
He's Dominican and Panamanian.
So we all have
different tastes. You know, I just like to dabble. My mom says I'm an equal opportunity dater. So no
Okay.
hate to nobody. Just, you know, you can't be the accountant white. You got to be like Paul Wall white. You know, if I'm going to go with my own kind. I'm a little spicy.
You gotta have some flavor in your
What's
tank.
your flavor?
Okay.
Tell me what's your flavor.
Okay, so you like
But-
it. You like a little bit of everything.
You know, I just think I'm a little intimidated. I'm a little lot. So it's like just either you can handle it and like I don't want to like I'm a leader all day long. I feel like I'm making decisions. I'm like the leader of the pack. Like if when we're together, if I have to still be leading and you can't just be like, Mama, chill the fuck out. It's like I got it. Like no, I don't want it because I'm already leading so much. So if I don't, that just to me means I don't trust you as a man.
Yeah, so you're
Sometimes you need someone
you're an
to take
empowering
charge.
woman.
Yeah.
Mhm. We are alpha females.
Alpha
Yeah.
females, yeah.
We
correct.
run this
Power
shit.
women.
You don't
Yeah.
run shit, bitch.
Yeah. So okay. So as far as interracial relationships, so like you've dated interracial. Like, what's your go-to when it comes to other races?
I think I like Latino Hispanic men's mostly, but I think
just any
over-
type.
honestly, yeah, it's pretty broad spectrum. Like I don't think any of like the men that I've dated look like alike. Maybe their toxic traits are more similar than anything.
Personalities.
Yeah, she's like personalities. We'll call it personalities. Honestly, I've been so much healthier. Like in the last year, I've kind of been finding myself like in a weird situation actually that it kind of happened. So I started dating somebody who didn't actually want to be like in a relationship.
Mm.
And then like I obviously caught feelings, and then at that moment I had to be like, oh wait, pause. Actually, this person's white. So that was interesting for me, you know, because that's like a first. And so moving forward, then I started talking to somebody else in place, and then now I'm like, oh, guy number one wants me to forgive him or whatever, and it's too late to drop guy number two. So now I'm talking to both of these guys. This is like a first for me.
Wait, is this right now?
Yeah, this is right
She
now.
has options.
I'm pretty sure they
That's
both.
what- that was
I'm
my
pretty sure they
question. That was
both
gonna be my
know. I
question.
wouldn't have said it right now. Like they both know. I love them both very much, like just differently. But
Damn.
what's very healthy
I
is
like
that,
where this is
like, for
going.
me, is like
She's keeping it
when
100
one of
from the
them does something
beginning.
I don't like, I'm like, oh,
That's
no,
what men need to learn how
the
to
other
do.
one wouldn't have done this, and so it's like making me realize what's more important to me in a relationship, so that when I finally actually do like find my person, from that point forward, we can kind of like work it out from there. You know what I mean? Like one thing is obviously going to be more important to me than the others. At one point, I probably would have just settled for like bare minimum with one versus the other.
Shout out to Laura, because when we were coming back on our San Diego fucking trip, we were like just going off on music and shit. And she was like, do you know the whole thing about Shakira and like her husband and everything
Okay.
and all this? And I was like, what? No, I don't know. Like I heard, but I don't know. And she goes, let me play the fucking song for you. And I was like, let me fucking look for it. I looked it up on Spotify, and then I'm reading it as the song is going, and I was like, oh shit,
She went off.
dude, that's just
She went
a
off.
jam. And then Miley Cyrus too, apparently.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know anything
right
about
now,
this.
Queen.
Holy shit,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
You better be careful. These bitches will write songs about
They're
you.
gonna come for you.
You know how she found out about how he was cheating, right?
Yeah, something
You
like
know how she found out?
Goldilocks.
It was
Someone
her
was in her jam.
It was her jam.
Yeah, her literally like her fucking
Jelly.
breakfast
Oh
jelly.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was eating.
Wait,
She
but-
noticed that it was like being like touched, and she was like,
I don't eat this.
I'm the only
Nobody
one
in the
that touches
house
this.
eats that jam except for her.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, but how did she really find out? Okay, nobody touches it, but I mean,
So
like,
who's touching it?
Who the fuck is eating
I
it?
know, I get that, but like, how did she know it was her? How do you know it wasn't another girl
So when you
or
realize
somebody else?
Well, she knows there's someone else.
So here's what
I know.
you do.
No, for sure. But how do you know who it was?
So here's
Who
what
the
you
fuck has been eating my
So
shit?
you said the jelly cam. Someone is, but who?
Okay, put a camera there. See who's grabbing that shit.
Which one of y'all?
It's like, who stole the cookies from the cookie jar?
Yeah, bitch. Like, that's what I want to know. I haven't looked into it.
Shakira became the FBI of all FBIs. She's a master FBI now. So she should have her own fucking cheaters reality show.
It was Shakira with the jelly, not Miley with the jelly.
No, Shakira.
There's a lot of girls catching their men cheating. Be safe, y'all.
With jellies.
Hey, hey, keep your jelly safe.
Keep your
You
jellies
guys
safe.
keep your shit in a fucking lot, okay?
These jellies are being taken and eaten.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the jelly cam and everything.
Oh my god, I would be so mad. Like for me, I like flaming hot Cheetos, and if I fucking had them on the side of my bed and they're not there anymore, like who the fuck is eating my fucking food?
Right.
I mean, I know who it is. It's my kids, but I'm just saying, like,
You're not just cheating. You not only cheated on me, but
you're eating that shit.
the bitch. You let the bitch eat my shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's the fucked up part. Us women, we have
Don't
to
eat my
investigate. Well, not all the time, but when we get investigated, we don't know how to stop. Like, you know.
You get your friends involved.
Damn, no.
I just
Because
realized.
honestly,
Dude,
I'm
I
searching
just
and if I
realized
can't find,
You
I'll
go
be
through
like,
his
hey,
social media.
look, okay, hypothetically, you want to find something, but it's private. You're not gonna go at it. You're gonna have somebody who's like got a fake account.
Oh,
at it.
yeah.
I don't have my own fake
Investigate
account.
it for you.
So yeah, that's what I mean. You can get your friends involved. Like, nope.
You know what?
They will
I
never
don't know.
catch
That
me.
to
A
is
friend
high
of a
school
friend.
shit now.
You ask a friend of a friend because they would never notice.
Yeah.
Because they don't know the friends of a friend.
I feel
So
it
you always
though.
keep
But if you know my friend,
have
a friend, a friend, a friend's a friend.
She's saying if you have to do all
And the
that, it's not
cousin's
worth it.
friend.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. That's
Huh.
too much.
She's saying if you have to do all
Private-
that, it's not worth
Just
it.
let him go.
It's called private
So,
investigator.
That's too
It's all
much. That's too much work to put in
Sure.
for
Exactly. Just let him
Okay.
go.
Yeah. So
Let that bitch go.
let that hoe go.
Mm,
All right. So
dirty ass dog.
we're gonna move on to our next segment. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back with our last segment. This segment is petty breakup stories.
Ooh.
All right, who wants to start?
Fuck it, I'll kick it off. I'm not a petty ass bitch, but I can be if you fuck with me.
Ooh.
And I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day when cell phones wasn't that poppin', a guy would ask for your phone number. They would literally ask for it. But these days, when they ask for it, they want to fucking make you type it in their phone, and they want to actually like hit call
call you
and
and
make
text you.
sure it's real. But back then, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, they didn't have so many trust issues.
So what I did was, to get back at my ex, anytime a guy I wasn't interested in asked for my phone number, I would just give them his.
Yeah.
So they'd be hitting him up like, "What's up? Is this Linda?" And they'd be like, "Who
Where's
the
that?
fuck is?" Yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
At least I wanted that nigga to know that I
I'm
still
still
got
getting
it.
numbers.
Yep. Cheers
That's
to that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I like it. You're crazy.
Yep.
I don't even know how many.
Winner.
I don't even know how many times I gave his phone number away. Fuck that bitch. He deserved it. He probably changed his number because of me.
He's still getting calls right now.
Is this Linda? No, this is Patrick.
Yeah, he got so used to it. Instead of he got so used to it, he was just like, "Yo, if you call for Linda, she ain't here."
It sounds like a voice recording. Yo, this ain't Linda's mode. But if you call in for someone, leave a message after the beep.
I don't know. I just felt like it. I'm usually not petty, but
Yeah.
fuck
That's a
it.
good one.
When's
It's
the
worth
when's
it.
the last time you gave that number out?
Oh, he changed it. It doesn't work anymore. I tried calling it.
Damn.
So he changed the
I was
number.
making sure the number I was giving out was working.
But I think I was doing it for like a year.
Damn.
Yeah, like
That's
a year.
But she did say before cellulars were popping out.
Yeah, before cell phones were popping
And
out.
I said cellulars, not cell phones.
That's why they were not popping.
Mobile phones.
You know cellulars?
Call me after 9 p.m., guys. 9 p.m.
God
Minutes
damn.
are free.
So this
You
is
know
why
the
you should
deal.
never give me champagne.
Yo, it's like you go back to the French
Yeah,
times.
I know.
So basically,
Born in the 90s, you know.
I was fucking, you know how these days we have like unlimited minutes. Back then they weren't. So
You can only make that phone call after 8 p.m.
9 p.m.
or whatever.
Yeah, I was fucking his bill up. I gave out his fucking
love
number,
it.
bitch.
His parents all answer. Who the hell is this?
His
that was-
Verizon bill.
Dude,
See,
that was petty.
it was Verizon. I remember his Verizon.
That's a big bill.
Yeah.
I love it.
Back then, that was a big bill.
I love it.
So
I love
I support that all the way.
You guys be
Yeah.
petty?
yeah.
I've never been the petty one ever. And I wish I could be.
Mhm.
But when I move on, I move on. I don't want shit to do with you, like whatsoever. Like I'm done and done. Like you could keep like I'm so stupid because even my family's told me like you let everything fucking go all the time. But I don't care because when I'm done, I'm done.
Done.
Like keep all my shit. I don't
I'm the
give to
same.
I know. I'll be like, Ingrid, where's your Christmas
Who are
tree?
you? New number. Who's this?
I'll start all the fuck over. I don't care. I'm not scared of starting over.
No.
She's like, I don't have no Halloween decorations no more. It was at so and so's house. I said, oh, okay.
I can start all the way over. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
I'm not scared to start over. I can fucking live under the
Okay,
fucking
bitch.
bridge for a minute until I fucking get my money
Right.
up and start all fucking over.
Nobody's
I don't need no
trying to
motherfucking
down.
nigga,
Nope.
no man to tell me or help me. Like I can do it myself either
Oh.
way.
But
Period.
But
Period.
But the men I've been with are petty because they know that they see that I'm like I don't care. Like I'm not the typical girl who's gonna be like, oh well, I need this and I need that, or I need help with this and I need help with that. No. So I think that's what triggers them more, that they do petty shit to me. So
the guys are petty. You're triggering pettiness.
I can be here for the next hour and tell you guys so many
What the fuck
stories.
they've done.
So many stories. But I'm gonna say the last story.
Go.
Just the most recent story, which is like 3-4 years ago. So I was with this guy. I was done. I was ready to leave. This motherfucker calls the fucking cops. I'm literally packing just my bag, not even taking furniture, nothing else. Just my bags to leave because I'm ready to leave. Packing my bags. This motherfucker calls the cops and says that I'm being crazy. Mind you, he had kids, so his kids are there. My kids are there.
It's toxic.
They're listening to everything. They hear their dad making up a whole fucking story.
Fabricated.
Everyone's just like
Karen.
What the
Ken.
okay, mind you, this guy was in the military, okay, and he tried to use that against me.
False accusations.
He was like, "Oh, my girlfriend is acting crazy. She's trying to kill me, and blah 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 blah." And I was like, "I'm upstairs.
It really was a big thing. I remember that.
I'm upstairs packing my bag, and he's on the phone saying that I'm trying to kill him at that time, at that moment."
Yeah, he's saying the magic words for the dispatch
And
to
he's
send
like-
them quicker.
And he's like,
Bitch.
I'm from the military. I'm a ex-military, and she's coming for me right now. And I'm like, are you? Oh, that freaking pissed me off even more.
It made you
So,
want to get crazy.
I freaking ran the fuck down, and I said, I'm trying to fucking kill. I'm like yelling hard so the police can hear me. I'm trying to kill you. I'm like, I've been upstairs this whole time. I'm trying to pack my shit, and you're the one that's not letting me out. He locked all the doors.
You're holding me hostage.
Yes. Yes, and he did.
Bitch.
He was holding me
It's
hostage,
crazy.
not letting me leave the house.
Be safe, girls.
And then he's like,
Dude, for
mind
real.
you, the house was in both of our names. So if it's in both your names, you can't do nothing. Like it's still my place
It's
too.
our house.
Mhm.
Yes. So he tried to use like, oh, I'm the one that's paying rent here. And I was like, and I pay the bills. Because he would pay the rent and I would pay the bills. The bills were smaller than the rent. The rent was more. So he would pay that and I would pay the bills. And he was like, well, I pay the rent here. I was like, and I pay the bills. It doesn't matter. Oh, well, once you leave at that door, I'm changing the locks, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, change the locks. I will call the cops and have them come here and let me in because it's still under my name.
There you go.
Mhm.
And like that even pissed him off even more because he's like, shit, that bitch is right. You know?
Stupid.
Damn it, I didn't think about that one. So goddamn. So big fucking shit happened. Like literally till like 3-4 in the morning. Like he called my mom.
Oh, wild.
And my dad showed up too, no?
He called
wild.
First he called my mom and told her, my mom
Mm-hmm.
that I was being crazy. My mom first off already knew the shit that was happening before that because we were already having problems. So she already knew the shit that was happening. And so she was like not buying it, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, well, you just calm down. She was just trying to calm the situation down. So she shows up at 2 a.m. with my stepdad. 2 a.m. And he's over here making it so much worse. First off, he's going, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with your daughter. And I'm just like, it's crazy. Are you serious right now?
Dude, what a bitch.
And my
Your
mom,
parents are like,
you know what?
you don't know.
Hold on,
Yeah,
you know what's
they're like
crazy? Looking at him like, you lied to her like 30 times, and you're not gonna sit here and you want us to believe you?
You think
You're
the
not
parents
fucking
don't know the
innocent,
fucking
bitch.
Yeah,
the chisme?
dude, it was just so fucking crazy. Finally fucking left because thank God he called my mom. Thank God he called my mom because he thought they were gonna be on his side, but obviously they took my side, so I left with them.
Wow.
Next day, I come back to get my shit. My dad comes with me. My brother comes with me. We all fucking come and we're just grabbing shit. I'm ready to leave. I don't even want to look at him. But I told him in advance. I said, I'm going to pick up my shit. I don't need you to be there. Of course he was there. Of course he was there. Guess who he was there with? With his 2 friends. Because he said, I don't know if you're gonna try to steal my stuff. Honey, I'm not as petty as you. Sorry, I don't need your shit. I didn't even want my shit. I just wanted my fucking clothes, to be honest. But that's how petty he fucking was. The next day, after I left, he starts calling me and he's like, oh, I just want us to work things out. Bitch!
What the fuck?
I don't need to work nothing out.
Damn,
Nothing!
What a bitch.
Petty as fuck. Petty. And thank God he wasn't into social media, because if he was into social media, I don't know what the fuck he would have fucking said online. But thank God I don't know. He would probably made me sound like a fucking crazy bitch.
No, I
That's
really
tough.
am so glad that you like brought that up, even though it's a very deep conversation. Like, I have been in bad relationships, a few of them, and like when I was younger, I didn't know the difference between good and bad, and I would call my friends and I would tell them like, this is so bad, blah blah blah, whatever I would tell them, but then they would see us together and it would be like night and day, and it would be very confusing for them because they would see this person that I actually obviously cared for, so they'd be like, what are you even talking about? And then it'd be like a good night, and then I'd go back home and it would be like lights switched off. Like, and then I'd call my friends crying, and they'd be like, what are you talking about? Because they didn't see the night and day version of what was happening. And it's so hard because it's like, as your girlfriends, like, we're asking you like, hey, this is my new person, invite them into your life, right? We do ask you of it. So as much as we care for them, we ask for like our girlfriends to care for them too. So then now when things are all of a sudden switching, it's like, what do you mean? Like, I thought everything was good. I see it myself. It looks pretty good to me. So it's just so hard. Like, listen to your girlfriends if they're crying for help. Just like try to ignore the good that they also preach, because obviously they love that person. They care for that person. They want
you know what?
the best for that person.
This is like the kind of like similar to what's going on in literally the relationships and everything when we talk about tóxicas and tóxicos. Okay, it's because there's always 2 sides to a story. Yeah. So
3 sides.
3. Yours, mine, and the truth.
Yeah. But really, you know what it is. So when someone does something to you and then you react to it, and then they're like, they only catch the portion of what you were reacting to, not what really happened. And so that makes you like the bad person. And at the same time, it could be because you could have made a mistake and maybe you should have taking that differently or whatever. But when you're in the moment, you know, it's like you're there. And then later on, you're like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have done that, whatever, right? But I think that's a portion of us nowadays, too. We need to take that into consideration, that's part of growth, too. Yeah. We need to be like, okay,
we need to think.
What's triggering? Think before we say. And that's another thing, like for me, for 2023.
We have a lot of regrets.
Work on our own. We're working on ourselves. We're trying to be better people and realize that some things that we do are maybe not the best. You know what I mean? Some things that we do are not the best, though. So even though at the end of the day, my girls are going to back me, like I'm always right. I might tell them I robbed the bank. They're going to be like, no, she didn't. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
What's
like,
right is right.
What's right is right. And so we're going to grow from that.
I'm going to get a tattoo that says, no regrets. I'm just kidding.
No regrets.
Don't do that. That's toxic.
But yeah, choose me or lose me.
Oh, cheers to that.
Let's go.
Fuck it up.
I remember with my ex.
Think.
Fuck you, Juan.
Ooh, we're saying
dropping.
names.
Love you.
Dropping.
Love you because you're a human being, and because I really did love you. But at the same time, fuck you because you fucked me over, and then you try to turn it around on me. Oh. One day, I remember that he called me. I was at home and whatever, and he was just like, "Were you just here?" And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Were you just here?" Because he had a badass fucking Pathfinder system, rims, everything, okay? And he was like, "Were you just here trying to like do something in my car?" And I was like, "Oh my God, are you like for real?" I said, "I would never do that. Like never. Like fuck you for even considering that because I would never. I would never.
You're a lover girl.
It doesn't matter.
You're a lover girl.
Yeah,
like, at the end of the day, you hurt.
It doesn't matter.
You
so,
hurt us.
And I think the only reason why he felt that way is because when I was with him, that happened to him.
Oh.
Remember?
It's like traumatic for him.
Ingrid was there. We came back one day after we went to fucking the mall.
Here at the Boulevard Mall.
At the Boulevard Mall, right here. And so one day we went, me and Ingrid, was it John Paul? Who was it?
Yeah.
Me, Ingrid, John Paul, and him. So John Paul and him, they're cousins. And so we went, little did I know that he took me there and we were all hanging out. He took me there to like, I guess, flaunt me in front of his ex. Yeah. And she seen it. Oh. I had no idea. Woo! Yeah. I had no idea. So whatever, when we came back to his car.
Petty ass shit.
This is petty. Now this is a petty story. So
I can't wait.
She fucking keyed his car, beautiful fucking car, from the hood all the way around back to that fucking same spot.
Y'all lucky that I'm not that crazy.
Okay, and he was just like, and when we came back to his car, he was surprised, and he was like, "Oh my God, toxico, that's a toxic. That's a toxico. I'm so surprised somebody did this to me.
Oh
this is toxic."
I went and showed off my new girlfriend to my ex, and now I'm surprised that my car is all scratched. How could she? Oh my God.
What a surprise.
That's toxic. That's toxic.
What he did was toxic too.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's toxic for doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
So would you say that toxic and petty go hand in hand?
Oh yeah.
Is it the same thing or is
I
feel like toxic is like more ego thing. At the end of the day, like it's always our ego. Like you're not gonna do this to me, so I'm gonna do XYZ, and that's petty. So
that's petty. No.
Toxic is when you're together. Petty is when you're not together.
Toxic is like when you're not good together, but you're bad, but you keep going, right?
No, I think toxic and petty. Okay, so petty is more like you know what? You did this to me, and fuck you because I treated you like this, that I treated you like king, whatever. Fuck you. I'm gonna be petty. You know, this is mine. I'm gonna take it back. That's petty
and like vindictive.
Hold on, and then toxic is where you make it seem like, oh, well, here you go, and then. I don't know. It's just very different.
It's like a fine line because it's like a
toxic is when you fight and you have the great
pettiness feels like vindictive. It's like purposely I'm gonna do this to you. Where toxic is not purposeful. Toxic is just like bad behavior towards one another because it's what you want.
But the sex is so good that he stays.
But pettiness is more vindictive because it's more about what you did to me, so that what I'm gonna cause you, right? So toxicness is more, I love you, you love me, but we're not good for each other, and we're gonna keep kind of like
that could be
going with it.
That's
only toxic.
I have a cousin.
Otherwise, it's vindictive and it's
petty. Her and her man both have a restraining order on each other, but they're still together.
Yeah,
they're not even supposed to be 30 feet within each other.
That's toxic.
Yeah, they like.
But they love each other.
No, that's a toxic relationship.
How do you have restraining orders on each other? I said.
Yeah, that's don't come with me.
That's definitely toxic for sure.
Hey, let's meet up.
I'd be like, I'm mad at you. Don't touch me, and I'm like scooting my booty back a little bit so that they can finally touch me because I'm mad.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's toxic. Oh fuck! I'm gonna stop doing that.
Yeah.
You toxic ass bitch.
I'm like, oh, don't touch me.
Hey, yes, and That's how you get cut off.
Right. That's how toxic starts. I'm just kidding.
She said, I thought you were going to twerk.
I thought she was about to twerk. Twerk some from me, baby.
White.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Madison, did you pick a winner? Because
I did pick a winner.
Who's the winner?
Because we didn't get a reply back from our last winner.
So we gave away your cash.
We gave you
You
like
know what? Why it's coming to me then?
we gave you 2
I need a
episodes.
sponsor.
We gave you a whole month, girl or guy, whoever it is. We gave you a whole month. So our winner is Jessica Palacios. Hey, girl.
Hey, Jessica.
Thank you for watching. We will get in contact with you. Did she leave her Cash App?
Oh, she doesn't know yet because
okay. Leave your Cash App down below on this episode here so we can pay you. And thank you for watching. We appreciate you supporting us.
Yes.
And to everybody else, keep commenting down below. We appreciate the support. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now.
like right now, bitch.
Like right now.
Right now.
Like we're gonna wait for you.
And comment down
I'm
below,
not waiting.
share, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Get toxic.
Bye.
Don't be toxic.
Stay toxic.